First down Bears at their own 35-yard line. They trail 3-0. McMahon is 2 of 9 for 37 yards. Play action. Sails it out to Suey. Not a good pass. He sidearmed it with the rush coming just as he unloaded from Brown and Donnie Humphrey, number 79. Humphrey, the second-year man from Auburn, getting some defensive time. Forrest Gregg has been using all 6 of his down linemen in one formation or another.
That's the elevator. That's the Packers' name for Donnie Humphreys. He says he wants a piece of the refridge before this game is over.
A big part of the Bears' offense has been to throw successfully on first down. McMahon is 0 for 7 in that department today. Marjoram and McKinnon, the wide receivers. 2nd and 10. Walter Payton. Payton almost got loose. He has a first down at midfield. He has been what there has been of the Bears' offense today. Gary Hayes on the tackle. 90 yards for Payton.
And he simply broke some tackles as 3 or 4 men got a hand on him. Brian Noble, 91. You'll see him come across, and he's the man that had the shot at him. 91 right there. He breaks that tackle and then turns on up the field. And they tried to strip the ball, and finally Michael Douglas is in on the tackle along with Hayes. But you're right, that's been the Bear offense. Walter Payton, shades of the late 70s and the early 80s.
When they were losing.
When they were losing.
First down at midfield. Moorhead in motion off the wing. Matsui behind Payton. He picks up 4. Tripped up by Tim Lewis, the third-year man from Pittsburgh. Watching the pack in practice the other day. Well, let's take a look at this play.
Let's take a look at Emery Moorhead. He's the man that goes in motion, and he'll come across here and throw the block on 53, Douglas, and then Douglas gets up. But you can see the tight end was the key man to help Payton get his 4 yards. But Douglas, with great efforts, watch 87, and he's going to block on 53. He dumps Douglas right there. Now 53 gets back up. Michael Douglas, 53, gets over and actually ends up getting in on the tackle. Good play on both ends.
2nd down and 6. Walter Payton inside has a first down. Driven down from behind by Douglas, with Brian Noble in on it as well, number 91, but another Bear first down. And that's 100 yards on the day.
Brian Noble, 91, has got to be frustrated. Here's another time he had a shot at Walter Payton. Coming from the left, 91, to hit Walter Payton right there. He's got to get him in those kind of situations, and Payton just bounced off it and got an extra 4 or 5 yards. The greatest runner ever to play this football game, in my opinion.
First down at the 36-yard line of Green Bay. The Bears with what looks like their first drive underway, and it's all been due to Walter Payton. Payton again. This time he's met by Donnie Humphrey, but still drives for about 3 yards out the left side.
Walter Payton shares the all-time record for rushing yardage in Lambeau Field. 205 yards. He set it a few years ago against Green Bay to tie a record held by Gale Sayers. 17 years ago today, Gale Sayers rushed for 205 yards, and a few years later, it was Walter Payton matching that with 205, and he's on that pace right now.
And it is his 68th 100-yard game in his distinguished career. 2nd and 8. Chicago, 2 tight ends, Moorhead and Reitman in. Short drop. Pass out to Reitman. Reitman is pulled down by Mossy Cade, but he has the Bear first down. 12-yard gain for Tim Reitman. Drafted back in '82, went to the USFL. Here he is.
Okay, you see Mossy Cade, he's the new strong safety. He puts the jam on Reitman. Reitman pushes off and goes to the outside, and it's almost impossible to stop that pattern if you let the tight end get a step on you to the outside. Tim Reitman. 10 receptions, 187 yards, has done a good job whenever he's had a chance to get in there. But, you know, overall, Mossy Cade's not doing a bad job in there, considering he's on the spot.
I think he's been remarkable because we haven't been able to detect him badly out of position on any play yet. And a timeout on the field with 2 minutes remaining in the first half. The Bears driving, the Packers leading. Packer backers from Kenosha are here in force today, with the Packers leading 3-0 and just 2 minutes remaining in the first half. And Coming up at halftime, Brandon Erb will be joined by Dan Deerdorf in our studios in New York. The NFL Today will bring you up to date on scores and highlights, and a special look at the soaring Eagle defense. Now, that's not a formation. That's the Philadelphia Eagles defense, which has been doing an outstanding job, especially since Ron Jaworski has come back to become the starter. The Eagles making things difficult for everybody in the NFC East, and now even at 4-4 in the thick of it. First down, Bears at the 23-yard line of Green Bay. Moorhead in motion. Payton back the other way. And good defensive work. Ezra Johnson trailed them all away, and Mike Douglas would not let him turn it upfield. On the 15-yard line, Bears trail 3-0. They haven't done anything offensively until this drive. Payton blasts his way over the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Green Bay defense has been tenacious and fired up from the start of this football game. They have shut down the Bears' passing game, but they haven't been able to stop Payton on this drive.
That was straight ahead, one-on-one blocking, nothing fancy, as Mark Bortz provided the key block.
First and goal from the 9. Mark Bortz, a new proud father, first baby born. He and his wife Lisa. The boy, 6 pounds 9 ounces.
48 seconds.
First and goal. Lots of time for McMahon. A flag down, intended for Matt Suhey. It is tipped away incomplete. And a flag on the play before he released the football. Donnie Humphrey had the pressure on him. Let's see what happened if somebody jumped a little early.
Green Bay was offsides.
Offside, number 79, defense, still first down.
Well, that was Humphrey, number 79.
You can see him, he's right over the center, number 79. He's in actually for Charles Martin right now, and he jumps across, and that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. McMahon has that way of calling the signals that the defenses are starting to get leery of, because he emphasizes the wrong hut. Like, say it's a hut, it's on 4. He'll go hut, 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 and then hut. You see what I mean? He's trying to pull the defense off, and it works.
Illegal?
No, it is not illegal. It is not illegal. I'll explain that later.
We are inside the 5-yard line of the Packers' first and goal. 41 seconds. The Chicago Bears trailing 3-0, trying to get to the end zone. Another big defensive play. Payton shook away from number 29 Stills, but Stills nonetheless made it possible for his mates to stop Payton from going into the end zone. Perry in motion. The pass to Perry. Touchdown. High fives from Walter Payton for William Perry, who's now a pass receiver.
Unbelievable. He goes in motion. They figured he's going to turn up for a block. He just takes off. They completely fool the Green Bay Packers. And the key to William Perry was hang on to that ball, and they didn't even spike it. William Perry scores his second touchdown, his first as a pass receiver. Cumbie, 52, is chasing him over there, but he gets caught up in the action there. And Perry, and the thing you lose sight of is that he's very quick for such a big man. For the first 5 or 10 yards, he has quickness.
Kevin Butler for the point after. Fuller will hold. And it is good. So the Bears go 65 yards in 11 plays, and what a climax. A pass to a 308-pound receiver by the name of William Anthony Perry. You saw that little burst of quickness you described, Johnny, just as he made his turn upfield, and he can catch the football.
I know that's got to be a record. Has any 308-pound receiver caught a touchdown?
I doubt it.
If they have, I'll tell you, it was back in 1761 with somebody else.
The refrigerator evidently can do it all.
The key here was they tricked George Cumbie, poor George Cumbie, because he's coming across as he was in motion, and he gets caught up in the situation. Well, we don't see it there, but the big thing is he kind of cross-handed as he caught the ball. There is Cumbie trailing, and he's got to be a frustrated linebacker for the Green Bay Packers.
Well, you wouldn't expect that they would be running Perry out on a pass pattern, but this young man has shown that he can do everything there is, and he's going to work on the kickoff team now to get a little more exercise.
And you got to give Mike Ditka some credit for creativity. I don't know. The Packers going to feel that's rubbing it in. I don't know. They're going to get even madder as Forrest Gregg has got to be frustrated with a play like that. They were fooled.
Line him up on the wing.